Can you play Anna?
Hey, what's up, Olaf? Good to see you. What's going on, girl? It's pretty good.
I mean, it sort of sounded like myself in the 7th grade. Hi, I'm Jenna Hager, and this is Open Book with Josh Gad. So, Josh, you love to read.
I love to read. I love to read. Specifically, I love biographies. I love nonfiction American history. I occasionally like a good fictional book, but those are my genres.
Do you remember being a little boy and what book really brought you in? Like you were like, oh, this reading I can do.
Yes, as a matter of fact. I remember reading Tom Sawyer very young. And I remember absolutely falling in love because you go from that state of being forced to read for school and you hate it and you begrudgingly do it, but then like something clicks and you're like, oh, this is actually really fun. This is like a movie in my imagination. But the first book I ever remember reading was The Phantom of the Opera, like a kid's version of it with my mom. And I was about like 3 and I remember it vividly.
Because did it terrify you?
Terrified me. Absolutely terrified me. And as a 3-year-old, I was probably like, they should adapt this for the stage and put music in it, and then it might work really well.
Was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
So do you read to your kids? You
I
have
read to my kids all the time.
What do you like? What's that moment like?
Right now, I'm not only reading to my kids, I decided, I don't know why, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess, but I decided to read at their school once a week. So I go to their school and I read the entire first book of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone last year. And this year I'm reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And basically I've decided that every year I'll read the entirety of a Harry Potter book at their school until the children no longer show up. Because they're like, can we get Tom Cruise or Justin Bieber to come?
We heard
read.
Brad Pitt is back. Sorry,
yeah.
Dad.
So, Dad, we know you just worked with Kristen Bell. Do you mind if she does this? It's getting a little old. Your Hagrid has worn out its welcome.
Well, what are those moments like reading to your, looking out, in this sea of kids and seeing your girls' faces?
It's just so, it's so fun to just see the kids respond to a book that we all know so well, but is so novel to them, and all the information is happening for the first time for them. So to get the joy watching the story play out in real time for them is absolutely incredible. But it's also really hard.
Yeah.
Like doing all those voices.
Yes.
I am amazed at the voice actors who are able to do the audiobooks and just do it so effortlessly.
Well, I mean, you are Olaf, so you have a voice. I mean, you are known kind of for your partly
but
for your
that's
voices.
one voice.
Right.
I just have to do that voice.
No, you have others, right?
But it's the equivalent of being like, hey, Josh, play Anna, Elsa, Sven, Kristoff.
Okay, can
Hans.
you play Anna?
Hey, what's up, Olaf? Good to see you. What's going on, girl? It's pretty good.
I mean, it sort of sounded like myself in the 7th grade. Okay, let's hear Elsa.
Hey, what's up, Olaf? Long time no see, it's me, Elsa. I'm Anna's sister.
They're sisters, so their voices are similar.
Similar.
Yeah, so when you are reading... Do
you want to hear my Kristoff?
Yeah, do Kristoff.
Hey, what's up, Olaf? I'm dating on.
What about Sven? No.
Hey, it's me, the reindeer. That's one
so
voice.
There's not much variation.
No, I'm not good at voices.
Now, do your kid... You are good at voices.
I actually do a pretty good Hagrid.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Me, Hagrid.
Do your kids...
Harry. I actually do. I do a pretty good Hagrid.
That is pretty good,
right?
What about Harry? Harry P.
Harry's really difficult because he pretty much lives up here, and you've got to do a fairly good British dialect, and I don't.
I think you do.
No, I don't. I'm terrible at it.
You've been in quite a few adaptations. Agatha Christie,
Yes.
which, you know, if anybody loves a mystery, she's the queen.
She's the queen.
What would you like to be in next? Another book adapted?
You know what I would love to be in? Adventures of Cavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. I love that book so much. Confederacy of Dunces. Love that.
So now could you just option these now and get it going? Why not? You're Josh Gad.
No.
Okay.
No. They've been optioned by people far wealthier, more powerful than myself. But I would love to see them, and I can't wait to see them.
And maybe act in them.
And maybe act in them. Also, one of my favorite books that I would love to see finally get made is Devil in the White City by Eric Larson.
I love that
That book is ridiculous.
I love that book.
It's incredible. He's one of my favorite authors.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's so good.
Has that one been optioned?
I believe they're making the limited series.
Eric, hello. Does he have who has the power?
I love that originally it was supposed to be played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and now we're just settling for this. That this is the version you're going to get.
No, that isn't settling. Come on.
It's not what readers at home are imagining to themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you were stranded somewhere, what book would you take?
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm sure you would think to pack your book before you were
Yeah,
stranded.
if I were stranded somewhere, I would probably not focus heavily on what book I would take, but how to get home. I think I would be too anxious to actually take up reading one book over and over again. But if I had to, if somebody forced me to bring a book, what would I bring? Probably The Giving Tree. That is probably...
So your heart just breaks over and over again?
Well, The Giving Tree would remind me, while I'm destroying the one tree on this island, that I'm going to have to utilize the bark to build a boat to get back to where I need to go. That the tree will, get over it at some point.
By the way, that tree would probably be your only friend because you're stranded by yourself, and
well,
you're
that's
also cutting
it.
it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a very dark,
Book interview.
yeah, very dark book interview. Took some unexpected turns.
I'm sorry,
today.
I'm taking it dark.
Yeah. No. I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad we went there.
So am I.
Favorite book you've ever read?
The book that I've gone back to the most, for whatever reason, is actually a trilogy of books by Edmund Morris about Teddy Roosevelt. I'm obsessed with Theodore Roosevelt. Those books are as good as it gets. Also obsessed with John Adams. That book is, and everything he does is incredible. But I would say probably Edmund Morris's Roosevelt trilogy.
Favorite place to read?
I have a little backdoor area that is like this little veranda that's nestled with all these trees and under some shade, and I love just sitting out there and reading a book.
What's in there on your veranda?
And also this island that I'm stranded on. I love knowing that I may not get home, and that the one thing I've got is a book that after I'm tired of it, I can at least tear the pages out and use them as fire fuel.
So now you're going to take The Giving Tree that is about cutting down a tree and burn that too.
I think I may have to. I
Shel
want to be warm at
Silverstein
night.
is mad somewhere.
Shel was mad in real life too. It's okay. Shel lived a very angry life, I would imagine, based on the books I've read.
I love Shel Silverstein.
I love Shel Silverstein
Right?
too, but he was mad writing those children's books. You can feel the anger coming off the page.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.